Hello and thank you for joining me for today's daily. So we're looking at your energy for today, which is Wednesday the 14th of February. And yeah, we're just going to start pulling the cards and see whatever comes out for you, okay? Right, so what's going on for our collective, please? What's going on? Okay, right, so you've got hesitation, justice and mask. I feel that someone now, either you or someone else that you're dealing with, again, you're just going to have to take it as it resonates, okay? So I'll say someone and you can fit the pieces where it resonates for you. So someone needs to tell the truth about a situation, okay? And they have discovered what's actually been going on behind the scenes, but they're hesitating to actually vocalize what they have discovered, okay? Now, again, that could be you, that could be someone else. I feel that someone has uncovered a lie, definitely with this mask energy, okay? It's literally deception, pretending, and inconsistency. Someone has discovered a lie. You could be a Libra, you could be dealing with a Libra, okay? But this is all about the need to speak up and tell the truth on a situation. I feel for the vast majority of you who are resonating with the title of this read, which I don't know what that's going to be right now, because I always title the reads going by something that I've actually said during the read, okay? I feel that you have been done a huge injustice, okay? I feel that I mean, this feels like it's been going on for years, actually. That someone had lied about you, and for the most part, it's showing me that they actually got away with it, okay? They got away with telling a lie about you, ruining your reputation as well, getting other people to see you in a different light than from the way that you truly are, okay? Basically trying to destroy your reputation, okay? Someone has found out the truth about this. Okay, that they've uncovered something really quite significant to do with you being lied about. They know, they absolutely do know the difference between right and wrong, and they know that they have to do the right thing here. But for whatever reason, they are hesitating on speaking up on what it is that they have discovered, okay? I don't know if they've got any evidence to back this up with. They probably do. I feel that they're scared of the liar, okay, because I am getting fear that's coming through. Aid, memory, compromise, idea, and fate. Now, someone could be utilizing tarot cards to try and figure out if they're going to get justice. Maybe the person that is or was the liar had been utilizing tarot, but utilizing it in a way that it shouldn't really be being used, you know, that sort of thing. Kind of like an abuse of power here. You got blessing and sweet dreams. Okay, so yeah, you do have blessings, good news and good fortune that's coming in for you, collective. And again, you might have seen this by either watching tarot or doing your own readings or something like that. There's definitely this change in the wind that has been coming through for you super strong. You've been receiving some kind of subconscious messages about this as well in your dreamlike state. You know, you've been some of you have been having really sort of prophetic dreams. And again, that feels a lot more like your focus, what you've been focused on. You've been focused on the positivity in your life. Aid and memory. Okay. Aid and memory. See, in this particular deck, I get like a 50-50 feel with this card. because it's like she's sitting on the floor crying and someone's reaching out to help her. So this could be you receiving a helping hand from the person that has discovered the truth that you were lied about, okay, or that your reputation was otherwise tarnished by someone else. It does indicate to me that they will be doing the right thing. I'm not seeing when this is going to be. However, with that 50-50 feeling that I get with this aid energy, it feels like this person is going to be helping you out because they themselves are somehow going to benefit from it, okay? Now, obviously, I don't know exactly why I'm feeling that. I just am, and I can't shake that feeling that the person who is finally going to do the right thing, they're going to benefit from it, okay? Somehow. It's like they're not just telling the truth about you and the situation that you know your reputation was ruined, that they're not just doing that out of the kindness of their own heart. It's because they in turn are going to benefit somehow from it, right? This could be someone with this memory card. It feels very sort of Six of Cups type for me. This could be someone who you used to know, someone that you used to associate yourself with, but perhaps no longer do, okay, because there was a bit of an argument that had gone on. It does indicate that this individual is quite possibly, I mean, they were one of those that believed in the lies, okay, they believed in the bullshit. I'm getting this energy of triangulation as well, so they did put themselves firmly in the middle of the situation between yourself and the person that's a liar. They might have orchestrated a few things as well, with compromise coming out with idea, okay? They might have orchestrated something. They could have been stirring the pot, and now they've realized, shit, actually I was on the wrong side of this. Do you know what I mean? That's how this feels. It also feels as well that you've quite possibly more recently been struggling with old memories coming back to the surface that pertain to this situation that I've been describing, okay? You might not have thought about it for a while, and then more recently it's been coming out. Probably it's been coming out in readings, probably it's been coming out in your dreams, but it's definitely been like your memory has been going through this old ground, and it definitely does feel like old ground, because this has got the really strong vibe of an unfortunate situation that you went through is being corrected, okay? That this is how it feels, and that is going to help you with your healing journey for some of you, okay? Not that you needed closure. It feels more like you gave yourself closure, but this is certainly going to be a helping step up closer to you on your healing journey, if that makes sense. Right, so with that being said, I'm going to start pulling more cards and find out what's going on for you. Can you tell us more about this energy for our collective, please? What's going on here for our collective dealing with this situation? I feel as well that the person that put themselves in the middle of this situation have been remembering all of the times that you were there for them, all of the times that you bent over backwards to help them out, okay? It definitely is giving me the strong vibe of how you were betrayed and backstabbed by the person who is in the middle of this. Okay, definitely. They didn't have to pick sides. They chose to pick a side, and the side that they chose to pick wasn't your side, and it was the side of the liar, which is really unfortunate for both them and you. Okay, so you've got the Fool. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, or you could be an Aquarius. Again, Fool energy to clarify hesitation and justice. Yeah, it absolutely does indicate to me strongly that the person in the middle is going to be throwing caution to the wind. Okay, they are going to be taking that risk, taking that leap of faith. They're hoping. They're also hoping as well that you're going to understand why they made certain decisions that they made. I'm hearing that they're going to tell you that they were stuck between a rock and a hard place, but that's not necessarily going to be the truth, because ultimately they are an independent person with their own independent mind. They chose to believe the liar over and above you. Okay, that was their choice. You've got the High Priestess that is clarifying the mask energy. Now, I don't like this next message, but I have to give it anyway, okay, because I am obligated to read it as honestly and as truthfully as I'm seeing it. And I don't want anybody to freak out and panic either, because I am not in the business of selling fear. Okay? I am simply reading the energy. Use your discernment. If this next part of the message isn't for you, do not force it to fit. Okay? Do you remember when I saw this overall energy with the Fate and the tarot cards, and I said that somebody was utilizing their abilities or tarot and doing things with it that it's not actually supposed to be used for? Yeah? That message is being reinforced with the High Priestess clarifying deception, pretending, and inconsistency. The liar. Now I'm going to describe the liar in great depth. So again, use your discernment. That's the cat whinging at me. He's been restless all morning. The description of the liar is someone who likes to think that they are spiritually gifted. They often describe themselves out loud that they are an empath. And in actual fact, that couldn't be further from the truth. The liar is what I would describe as being very much so an unaware narcissist. If anybody has to say out loud and tell other people how much of an empath they are, you can bet your ass that you're not in fact dealing with an empath, but you are in fact dealing with an unaware narcissist. Simple as. The liar's going to be plastering this all over their social medias about how they're amazing at this, that, and the next. And it's all overcompensation. The liar likes to overcompensate for things that they actually are incapable of doing. Now, they like to view themselves as a bit of a tarot expert also. And they're not. They're not. They're not gifted. They're not blessed. They're genuinely not. Whoever I'm reading for is the one who is spiritually blessed and gifted. Right? And that is a fact. That is a fact. The liar has been sitting there pulling tarot on you and coming out with all of this bullshit that isn't even true. And that is concerning, because they weren't keeping it to themselves either. They were running off and telling everybody who was willing to listen, oh, I saw this, that, and the next in their tarot read, yada, yada, yada. That's what's been going on. Deception, pretending, inconsistency in the High Priestess. Because they're so unaware, whenever they were pulling anything quote-unquote negative in a read, that was actually Spirit warning them about their own behaviour and how toxic they themselves were being. But they redirected it and put it on you instead of actually reading correctly and reading objectively. They were putting it all on you. And that is not how you read tarot. They're a fake spiritualist that literally screams from the rooftops about how psychic they are and how gifted they are. It is sickening. Absolutely sickening. And the problem with that liar is other people did listen and they're still listening to that liar. And that's the huge problem. They have positioned themselves here in a position of trust, and that is just playing into their ego even further. That person screams how much of an empath they are. They can't even spell the word. They've just clicked onto it like it's I don't know, like it's an in-fashion word to say. Banging on about how deep their roots go. Everybody's got deep roots. Everybody on the fucking planet has got deep roots. Everyone. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. This individual should not, they should not be disrespecting tarot in the way that they are. They shouldn't be. Simple as. And other people have latched onto them. They're fake. Can you clarify aid and memory here, please, for our collective who's resonating with this read? Aid and memory, thank you. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. Now, I did say I was getting an icky feeling with that aid card, didn't I? I described it as being how I had a 50-50 reaction to that. That someone who found out the truth about the liar wasn't helping you out of the goodness of their heart. They do know the difference between right and wrong, but with them choosing to help you out now and to help get the truth out there about whatever it was that you were lied about or lied on doing, they are benefiting from it somehow. Because it's clarified with the Seven of Swords. So I was right to have a bit of a weird gut reaction to that energy. Be super, super discerning if anyone from your past randomly pops up. Okay, collective. Be super, super discerning. Because they're not coming at you with the whole truth either. They're not. Tell us more about Seven of Swords for our collective, please. You could be dealing with a Pisces also, or you could be a Pisces. I'll just have it somewhere in your chart. Tell us more about 7. Thank you. Wow. 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 9 of Wands, and the 3 of Coins has come out off balance. Right, so see with this 3 of Coins. Now, normally the message that I get with this particular 3 of Coins in this deck is a message about how someone is teaching another person a new way of doing things, okay? And I'll show you for why. Because he's cut the apple. He's cut the apple. Instead of cutting it up and down the way, he's cut it across the way. So it's revealed like a little star in the middle of the apple. Okay? So he's showing those kids a new way of doing things, right? Now, with it coming out off balance, I feel that this is more to do with a message of someone's ego and how they seem to think that they have thought of an amazing, unique, brand new idea that isn't new at all. Okay, it's very much the message of someone trying to teach. What is it they say? I've never understood that turn of phrase. That they're saying they're teaching a granny how to suck eggs. I've never fully understood that phrase myself. It's not something that I use, but that's what I heard crystal clear. Okay, they're teaching a granny how to suck eggs. So we've got an individual who is incredibly overbearing, controlling, and patronizing also. Okay. And remember, this is all to clarify that 7 of Swords. Now, Spirit's telling you that there is actually a new way that you can handle this situation with these people. Okay. Number 1 is going to be to hear them out with the Swords energy. Number 2 is very likely going to be getting evidence. Okay. So keep receipts, that sort of thing. And definitely protect yourself by any means necessary. Okay, any means necessary. We've got actually a group of people involved with this situation that you've already had to protect yourself from on multiple occasions, and there is going to be a further it's going to be further necessary for you to protect yourself once again from these people. Okay, definitely. And also as well, with the new way of doing things, it's like you are going to be seeing these people in a different light, in a new light. And I feel that you're going to be seeing them for being really quite fragile in ego. And again, you can actually use that to your advantage, again, depending on exactly who these people are and what you know that they're capable of. Okay. I mean, like, your 8 of Swords energy is unpleasant at the best of times. Okay. It's like that mental loop. Definitely feeling stuck. But Spirit's reminding you, look, you're not stuck with these people, okay? You don't have to put up with these people. You don't have to put up with their bullshit. And for the vast majority of you, it is actually going to be a simple case of taking your cup of love, your emotion, your kindness, your integrity, take it elsewhere. Okay, take it away from these people instead of trying to actively fight against them. Take yourself elsewhere. Okay. Interesting message. It also is a bit of a warning about the person who is all of a sudden being incredibly quote-unquote helpful to you. It's a warning about trusting them implicitly. You cannot trust them, actually. Okay? Because they do have their own vested interest behind the reasons as to why they're now showing you what it is that they have against the person that's the liar. that they've got their own vested interest, and it feels like they're setting up their ducks, ready to do something, some kind of an attack move against the person that's the liar. Okay, that's how it feels. It genuinely feels like they're just lining up their ducks. And because they're fully aware of everything that you've already been put through by the person that's a liar, they seem to think that they're going to have an advocate on their side. Do you know what I mean? So again, it's one of those difficult situations where it's like, how much does this situation actually mean to you? Is it worth teaming up with the enemy of thy enemy? Do you know what I mean? Or are you just going to completely disconnect from the whole thing because it's far too drama infused? You know, you're a lot longer in the tooth now. It's like, is this going to be worth your time? So the decision's completely and utterly up to you. Okay. I just feel that Spirit's bringing this to your attention because this is actually coming in. And if you're expecting it, you're not going to be blindsided by it. Do you know what I mean? So it takes away that shock factor, basically. And I do tend to say that quite a lot whenever I get a difficult set of circumstances that comes out of a tarot read. I'm like, look, you're being shown this so that when it lands at your door, you're not going to be shocked. You know, you're not going to be running around basically like a headless chicken because you've already anticipated it. You've already expected it. You know, you've already heard that it's coming in. And so in your head, you're already going to have kind of like a brief plan on what you're going to say, how you're going to react, how you're going to respond, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Because ultimately you need to remember as well with people like that, they are betting on the fact that you're not expecting it. That, like, they're literally betting on it. For people like that to shock people, that's their power. Do you know what I mean? So it's like that, them randomly popping up one day and you've not seen them in years and years and years. You're going to be like, oh, fuck me. And you're going to be taken aback. And before you know it, you're embroiled in a 6-hour conversation with this person when you never wanted to speak to them ever again, for example. But because they use that shock tactic, they caught you out. They caught you out, basically. So that's why whenever something like that comes out in a read, I'm like, look, we're taking away the shock factor now. Okay. It gives back the power to you, ultimately. Can you clarify compromise and idea here, please, for our collective? Okay. There it is. Brilliant. Okay, yeah, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, exactly. A sudden shocking event that is orchestrated by another person rather than being orchestrated by just a series of events that is outside of your control, which that would be the Tower. Okay. This is a sudden shocking change to this situation. And it's really, really funny because I've literally just explained that energy a second ago before we pulled that card. So I'm not going to repeat it all again, okay? I'm not going to waste your time or my time. But yeah, you've already heard the message behind that one. And then the overall energy is the Queen of Coins. Stability, security, long-term security. 6 of Coins. The King of Wands and the Moon. Interesting, with the 5 of Swords. Okay. I feel what's actually gone on with the, we'll call them the middle person. They have fallen out of favour with the unaware narcissist. They have fallen out of favour with them. The unaware narcissist was actually providing quite a lot for that middle person. Finances, a place to live, everything. So that middle person isn't exactly a person of integrity themselves. Okay, they were using that unaware narcissist. So in a roundabout way, they actually got what they deserved. In a roundabout and twisted way. That's just the way that fate worked things out. Okay. The liar suddenly stopped giving to the middle person. I don't know why that would be, but they have stopped giving to the middle person. And now that middle person's got a bee in their bonnet about the liar, and they're hoping that if they can come up with a compromise with you, and they're actively planning this right now, by the way. If they can get you back on their team, then you and them in their head can go up against that unaware narcissist, so that middle person can once again start getting what they want off of that liar. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. It's crazy. King of Wands and the Moon actively planning to do something behind the scenes. That's some cloak and dagger bullshit, that is. Definitely. What else can you tell our collective about this situation, please? Thank you. Conquering and good choices, yeah. With pause and reflect. So you've got an opportunity right now, collective, to pause and reflect on the ideal outcome that you would like in this scenario. Okay. Be mindful of your self-talk and resolve your problems with the fullest mental clarity. Stagnation, release, and stillness. Yeah. It's hanged man energy, basically. Okay. Definitely be cautious of what it is that you're telling yourself at this point in time, and try not to play in to the toxicity that's going on with this energy. Okay. You're better than that. You're better than them. You're better than the situation that they're bringing with them. You know. Pause and reflect is this really energy that you're wanting to be dragged into once again. Probably not, because you've got the card of good choices. Expect a positive outcome from the good choices that you've made in the past, in alignment and forethought. Yeah. The vast majority of you already predicted, kind of, what was going to happen with these two people. You already seen it. You already seen it. It's like, just purely through your own good knowledge and understanding of human behavior. Okay. And then, of course, yes, the vast majority of you are actually incredibly spiritually gifted. And that's how you basically predicted what was going to happen between these two. If we're completely honest, there isn't just one unaware narcissist in this read. It's the person who is the shit stirrer is also very much of that ilk. Very much so. This is a case of two dangerous-minded individuals going up against you. It's very much what's happened. And now, sometime later, there's a lot of infighting that's going on between them two. And that's why you're now back on the radar. Okay. Conquering. Victory will be yours. Set your intention and watch it come back to you. Overcoming, victory, and success. Yeah. Exactly. Victory belongs to you. You're going to have a really positive outcome with this. All right. So choose carefully, because right now you are at a crossroads and you do have a decision to make. Continue walking away from this energy or voluntarily getting dragged back into it. The choice is yours. Okay, right, so for this deck, it is a little bit swearing, depending on what card comes out, and it can be really sarcastic as well. So if swearing and sarcasm isn't your thing, then you probably want to block your ears so you can't hear what comes next, okay? Right, so you've got 2 cards. The first one is 3 ways to fail at everything in life. Number 1, complain about everything. Number 2, blame others for your problems. And number 3, never be grateful. Yeah, why does that sound like the other 2 individuals that came out in your read? Okay, they're not successful at life. You are, though, because you don't sit there and complain about everything. You don't sit there and blame everyone else for your problems, and you are actually grateful. That's why you've got the conquering energy and not them. Okay. Today's to-dos: number 1, don't complain about shit. Number 2, take full responsibility for everything in your life. So if you know that you're not doing these things, then this is going to be a good time for you to pause and reflect and sit there and go, oh shit, actually, yeah, I do tend to complain far more than maybe I actually should. I need to rein that back in a bit, okay? So remember, accountability, all right? I know no one likes to take accountability, but ultimately that is how we become better people, okay? By pause, reflect, and really look at where we can improve on ourselves, all right? So if you're sitting there nodding away at these, and you know that you do that, then now is the time for you to change that, okay? Time to be grateful for shit. Look at yourself in the mirror, see how hot you are for yourself, and be grateful for your bad self. Yeah. So that's like being grateful for any past lessons, any fuck-ups that you might have instigated yourself, you know. And then you can't have a positive as fuck life with a negative as fuck mind. Yeah. If you find yourself with a head full of crap, go watch some videos of babies laughing, or of goats, excitement fainting, or of old people cursing. Well, you could just sit and watch my channel, basically. That would be classed as you watching videos of old people cursing. It's helpful to think of laughing as a mental pooper scooper. You've got to get the turds out so you have room for fresh, lovely thoughts. Yeah. And with that being said, I do need to leave that reading there. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I just genuinely hope that reading has helped out someone. If it did help you out, then can you let me know by dropping a cheeky wee like on the video? That's going to help keep you engaged with the channel, but it'll also help to push out the messages to others who need to hear it as well, okay? If you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading that is catered more towards your own specific needs, then you're welcome to place your booking with me at my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.